Hey there, ready to explore the amazing world of databases? Welcome to SQL Made Simple, where we'll learn the basic of structured query language together. No matter which database tool you're using, whether Microsoft Access like this one, whether Postgres, Oracle or any, you're in the right place. We are going to follow a real exam paper to guide us through. You can download it from the link below. For my case, I'll be using Microsoft Access, but the concepts apply everywhere. So let's dive in and become database pros. Hit play and let's get started. Create database personnel. For MS Access, it is a matter of right-clicking on the desktop and choosing the file, rename, and then you open. But in MySQL, navigate to SQL and type the statement create database personnel and you're set to go. SQL syntax is a simple English statement. For example, to create the table department, we need to type the statement create table department, and inside the brackets attach the field names such as name, basic pay, department, age, and status with their respective data type, like the way I'm doing right now here. We have the name, and this name is a text and it is our primary key in the table, comma, then followed by basic pay, and this basic pay is data type currency, followed by department, and department is just a text, then followed by age, which is just an integer or a number, and then finally we have the status, which can be single, married, and this is just text. Then after that you have to run your query. We have syntax error here. The problem is basic pay. We need to join the two terms, basic and pay. Let's see, run. You still have another syntax error. The problem is between basic and pay. You can use an underscore instead. And now our query will have created a table. You can see it. Here is a table, though we don't have any data. So we can save this query as create table query. We'll use insert query to capture these details into the table. So let's go direct to create query design. We don't use design. Go straight to SQL, that is structured query language, and then we capture them in this way. Type the statement insert, then insert into department, that is the table name. Insert into department, into bracket. We type the fields in their order: name, basic pay, followed by department, then followed by age, then followed by status, then into bracket values. The value should be also in order. We start with the name, like the first one is Peter. We have Peter. Then after typing the person, ensure that it is in quotation since it is a text, followed by the salary, which is 15,000, followed by the department, which is computer in quotations, and then we have the age, which is 34, then followed by status, which is single, and it is a text, always enclose text into quotation. Then after this you can run your query. We have name and Peter, basic pay 15,000, department computer, age 34, and then status single. Ensure that they match. Run. There is a syntax error in query where there is Peter, simply because we have not added a comma to separate Peter and 15,000. Run. Another syntax error. We need to separate all the values with a comma. That's what we missed. A comma, all of them. That one is still okay. Then we run. You are about to append one row. You can click OK and then open it, and you'll find that the record has been added successfully. You are going to do the same thing to the next record, third record, fourth up to the last one. So for the second record, we are just going to modify the values of the first record, and then we run our query like the way we're doing right now. Modify all of them, like the name, basic pay, department, and then you run the query. Go to query design and run. You're about to append, yes, and then let us check our table. Refresh to see the results. So can you do the same to the other records? So since this query is very important, I will save it as insert data query, since I can use it later for updates. So after saving, I am already done with data capture. We are now supposed to navigate to the next question, which is create queries to determine number of people with basic salary greater than 32,000. Right away from design, let's go to SQL. Then after the SQL, we type the statement select select name, basic pay, then age, department, age. You can just arrange them in any order depending on how you want them to appear on the query. Department, where, basic pay, this is just simple English, basic pay is greater than 32,000. Run this query and you shall get all of them. So this is how you do the first question. You can also modify the query. Instead of typing all these statements like basic pay, name, department, you can just represent them with a star. That is, select an asterisk from department where basic pay is 32,000 and still get the same result. So you can save the query as which name I'm going to give it, and name is okay. So save, you can even close, name it as select query, or any name is okay. So we can use count function to determine the number of people in our query. Let's select count and we shall get 9 of them. So we're done with question B, Roman 1. So the next question is, we need the number of people with basic salary less than 45,000 and come from computer department. So likewise, we go to create query design, but we select SQL instead of the query design, since we are learning about SQL. And then the same procedure, select, then all from department where what basic pay is less than 45,000 and department is equal to computer. And this one, after running, what are we going to get? Just run the query and you'll get all of them as required. So save the query. You can save the query as which name. Again, I said you can choose any name and save it. Less than 45 and computer query. Then it can work. Then click OK. The next question is very specific. We need the names of people who are either married or single. So query design, SQL, and then we don't need to select all the fields. We just select the names. Select names only. Then select name where status is equals to single. Let us run this one. We have a syntax error. We have not identified the type of the table. Where is the table? So select the name from department where status is single. Let us see which people are these. These are the people here. But we have been given two conditions, single or married. So status is single or status is equals to married. It's equals to married. We'll run the query again. Then we click OK. So these are the people. These people are either single or married. So save the query appropriately. Which you can also add another field like name, then after that status, and then run, and you can see single, married, yeah. You can choose to remove any of them, like the status, we don't need this one, and run again. So let us save it as single and married query. Next we need a list of people whose salary fall between 25,000 and 50,000. Similarly, go to create, query design, cancel it, and select SQL. Then type the statement, select all from department where salary or where basic pay is between 25,000 and 50,000, and then let us run our query. There's a syntax error, so S might probably is not supposed to be here. Let us remove is. Just pay between 25 to 50,000, and exactly this is how you're supposed to do it. Save the query using any suitable name, and we proceed to the next question. We need a list of people whose name begin with the letter M or end in letter S. How are we going to do it? Don't modify this one. We are going to create another one. So close and don't save the changes. Okay. So create query design SQL. That query language. So we need people whose names start with letter M or end with S. Select name from department where name, we use the keyword like, where name like, which we type like. Okay, select, there was a typing issue here, so select name from department. We can see all of them here. If we just say select them from department, all of them are displayed here. But what we want is name which starts with letter M. So where name keyword like. So it should start with M, then end with any other letter. That's why we have put in star there. So you can see Maurice, Miriam, and Moses. But we need also others whose name end with letter S. So or name like star, any set of characters can start and then end with S. Then after that, run the query, and you can see now we have about 5 people in this list. So the keyword like can be used to determine the names which start with the letter M or end in letter S. Now we need a list of salary increment, whereby we know the new salary is just 150% of the original one. So let's just go direct to SQL, then select, we need the name to appear there, we need the basic pay, that is the original pay, to appear in the list. So select name and basic pay from department, and let us see what we'll be having. This is what we have. But now we need a third column for new salary. So let's go back to SQL. and add a new column here, so comma, then we type the formula of the new, that is basic pay times 1.5, which is 150%, and we can label it as new pay. Then let us run it. We use the keyword as to give a new column or to rename a new column. So you can see there is a salary increment. Save the query and we proceed to the next question. Now filter using query those who earn above the 3,000 and aged between 39 and 70 years. So create query wizard and query design, then SQL, and we need select, what else do we need? All details from department, keyword where, new, okay, is it new payment? Let's see, new payment is at 3,000. Running it, we don't have anything like new payment because new payment is in a query, not in department table. So it is just from this basic pay. This is the data we shall be having. But we have been given another condition, basic pay to be greater than that 3,000, and another thing is age should be between that 39 years and 70 years. So let's run the query, and now we shall be having the final. Only 2 records will meet this criteria. Having done with queries, the next question is on form creation. We're going to create a form using wizard. The best way is to first select the table which we're going to create a table, then click form wizard, add all the fields. Next, select any form layout, type the name, department form or data capture, any can do, then finish, and you're done with that question. The other method of form creation is using design view tool, and that's what question Roman D Roman 2 requires us to do. So let's go to form design. Right away, click the top part, go to format, and just select one of your favorite background color and apply it. I'll choose this one as my background color. Then take a label, just pick one of them and type the name of the form. It is department form. You can format the label by going to format, bold, set the font type, center align and underline it, set the font color, then go to add existing field, double click each of these fields, all of them, double click. Let us see how our forms look like in form view. Here we have, but the question is we need the total basic salary for the whole group. So just get a text box, not text box, a label, and type total basic salary. This is just a label, and then we get a box, a text box, AB, and type here. So let's go back to add property sheet, and then go to data, then select the control the source of the data, then you type the function sum into bracket, sum of the basic pay, close the bracket, and then you click OK. Then let's go back to form view to see. So this is the total pay. You can see there's an issue here. The problem here, it is not the field, not length. No, we have an overlaying text there. Just delete it, and everything is set. So we can go back to the next part of the question, which requires us to add current date and time at the top of the form. So to do, let us drag all these fields to to the bottom, just you select all and then use bottom or the arrow keys. Then let us get form design. Do you need a label? I think label is okay. Then you type current date. No, text box is okay actually. Text box. Then from the text 11, just type current date. Then from the text box, just go to control source, select the buttons, then date into brackets. That is a function to generate the current day. Run, and you can see it is 12 April 2024. Do the same for the current time. Insert another text box from the design view. Then text 13, we should call it current time. Current time. Then we set this and bound. We select the source, which is equals to now. Then we save it, and what will be the output? This you have hash sign here. That means the field sizes are very small to accommodate the current date. So just enlarge it a bit, and you can see. So actually we don't need current date. We can see that the current time has just generated date and also the time. So save the form and let us go to the next question. So let us save it as okay. We have saved it. Now the next question is creating a report for the table department using the report wizard. This is the report header. Just type the name, department report. Just the way we formatted the form, you can also format the report in the same way. You change the font type, font color, font size. What else? You can also center align it. Background, go to format. Enable this. Then background, choose any of the appropriate colors. Again, let's go to the body of the report. You can pick a different background or even the same one. And then let's go to add existing data. Double click the fields. Add all of them there. Then after that, you can just select, you can see the report. But we need to modify the report to make it more appealing. So let us select all the tables and push them upward using the arrow keys. Center align them. You can also choose to bold all of them. So apply any basic formatting feature you think can make your report appear attractive. Reduce the footer size, and now let us view our report. So here is our complete report on the basic pay for all the people. Save the data. This marks the end of our tutorial on SQL basics for beginners. Let me know through the comment section that what you have learned anew, unlearned, or even relearned. Your likes will promote this video reach wider audience. If it's your first time to meet this channel, please subscribe. Otherwise, till next time, happy coding.